All right, how are y'all? This is Sean Miller. This is my first video like this, where I do stuff with my camera and then make a video out of it and put it on YouTube. Sorry, I don't have one of the pretty backgrounds with the lights and the candles and all that. I haven't set anything like that up yet, but I plan to. I took my Canon M50, set it at 1080p, got a Canon FD 50mm lens with f1.8. I used that because that was the fastest lens that I had. Took it out into my building in the back, and you can see some of the stuff in the video. I'm sure I've cut over now so you can see what I set up back there. Bought a bunch of leaves and stuff in my building, set up a backdrop, turned all the lights out, put a big blue light up on the ceiling, and a few little those little YouTube vlog lights here and there, and did some low light practice. I shot in CineStyle, I shot in a neutral profile, everything set to 0, and I shot in standard profile just to give it a whirl, even though everyone says don't shoot low light standard, but I tried it anyway. And I shot at 400, 800, 1600, 3200 ISO. And got them all organized so that you can look at them and compare for yourself. This is something that I've been wanting to do with my camera, to actually see what works instead of watching it on a YouTube video. And so take a look. I tried to grade some of it. I'm not very good at color grading yet. Hopefully I'm like a lot of you. I got a camera, and I'm trying to learn how to do this stuff, and I'm experimenting, and so hopefully, I'm learning from everyone else on YouTube. I might as well give back a little bit, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully you can learn something from it. You can zoom in on everything and pixel peep it and leave any comments you want to leave about what you think about the images and which ones you like best. So these are the CineStyle results. I like the 800 and the 1600 the best out of these two, but none of them were horrible. The 3200, there was a lot of light from those Christmas lights in the fire, and I ended up using the 1600 to make a little short film at the end of this video you can watch. It turned out being my favorite one of all of the three. And these are the neutral profile results. I like the 1600 the best, but you can tell out of these, it's really saturated, it's really contrasty. The color from the lights just baked into my skin. And I probably could have, set the saturation levels a little lower and the contrast levels a little lower, and these would have looked a lot better. But I was using colored lights also, this blue light and those orange lights, and I've been learning my lessons about using colored lights. Man, once that color gets in, you can't get it out, and I think I'm going to put all those lights back in the box and not use them anymore and just stick with using white lights. I could have used a glow effect and some mask or something to kind of fix all that stuff. And here in the natural profile or standard profile, same thing, way saturated, way contrasty, almost too dark to use. I think out of these, I like the 400 the best. And so you got to look at them now. You can decide for yourself, and then we'll switch over and look at some ISOs. So we're looking at the ISO 400s, all three profiles, and the CineStyle. It looks, I don't know if it looks the best, but it looks like something you could work with in post. The other two are really dark, but I kind of like the dark on the standard, because it was the look that I was going for. And here in the 800, you can see in that standard profile, just my hands are just orange. The saturation, it just drank that color in, and man, that color in all of these clips was really hard to deal with, and I wish I hadn't used those colored lights again, but I've learned my lesson, and hopefully y'all can learn from it too. Okay, so now we're in the 1600s, and now we have a lot more wiggle room. I think both the CineStyle and the neutral look good in 1600, but in all three of them, even if you pixel peep, there's not a lot of noise, which kind of surprised me with the M50, because so many people say that it's so horrible in the high ISOs. I'm sure that Canon R6s and the Sony A7S3s and all those are a lot better, but they still aren't too bad. So you decide for yourself. And now we're in ISO 3200s. And again, with the noise, now we start getting noise here, but you still have to zoom in to see it. And I knew in this one, when I made my short film, that I was going to use noise. I was actually going to use DaVinci Resolve's fast noise and put a little bit of fake snow in there. So probably would have helped hide a little bit of noise. Not too bad, but it looks almost overexposed, especially with the stupid colored lights that I was using. Okay, so let's look at some color grading. This is the CG Central LUT pack. I used the bleach LUT on this. I put an orange glow on me to kind of blend some of that harsh saturation from the colored lights. Then in the CineStyle 800, I used the vignette. I used the LUT called the Revenant LUT from CG Central also. And I like this look. I didn't think it was too bad. It got a good moonlight effect, but the light on my face was kind of harsh. Now the CineStyle 1600 grade was the one that I liked the best. I used a vignette. I desaturated the shadows in the dark areas a little bit, and I used a teal and orange LUT also from the CG Central LUT pack. And that's free. Maybe I'll put a link in this thing for it. And I like this one the best. The light shining on me was not too harsh. The noise was not too bad. And it still had kind of that cold look, but it was a little more desaturated, so it was okay. Then the neutral at 1600, I only did minor adjustments to this. I didn't use any LUTs. I did sharpen it a little just to try to add a little edge to this one. The standard 400, I kind of like this one too. There's a glow on me and a whole lot of desaturation. I also used the vignette here with some sharpening. It was a little noisy, but overall it wasn't too bad of a grade. I like this one second best after the CineStyle 1600 look. So I took my favorite look, which was the CineStyle 1600, the graded look, and I made a short film with it. I added some fast noise to it and some fake snow. I made a little short film. It's like a minute long, and it's about a YouTuber who's lost in the woods and is about to die, but still has to make that YouTube video and ask for subscribers and likes. Even in his moment of death, he's still asking for subscribers and likes. And so, anyway, I didn't do all of this setup and everything just to do some low light experiments, because the reason I'm learning all of this is so I can make short films, because that's really why I'm learning how to do it. So enjoy. Hey guys, it's your boy here, Brent Big Boca Benson. And I'm out here in the Black Hills Forest. You might know it as the place where they filmed the Blair Witch Project back in 1998, 1999-ish. But I came out here to shoot a review on this newer 24-inch Steadicam, and unfortunately I am lost, and this is my third night out here. It's cold and it's starting to snow, and I don't think that Big Boca is going to make it back home. I want to tell my mom, Brenda Soft Focus Benson, I love you, Mom. I want to tell my girlfriend, Becky Soft Glow Dixon, I love you, Becky. Oh, Becky, I'm so sorry. I love you, Becky. And to my dad, Trent Long Focus Benson, I love you, man. I've always looked up to you. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button below. So there it is. Hope you liked it. My first little YouTube tutorial / look at me mess stuff up video. I hope it was helpful for you. Maybe I'll do another little short video on those colored lights I kept talking about. I have some other little videos on YouTube where I use those lights and messed some stuff up. Anyway, if you watched this whole thing, thanks. I can't believe you did, but good. And that's it. Next time.